They prompted the group chat and those campaigning to push a little harder.
Live polling data may have been shared with candidates during the recent USUSA election, raising questions about the election's integrity. Welcome to this edition of ATV News. I'm Jackson Day.
And I'm Erica Mejia.
Live polling data, voting on other students' phones, and claims about ineligible voters. These are the concerns now surrounding this year's student body election. ATV's Olivia Hadfeld investigated the concerns.
Some of these things will not see the light of day, which is frustrating, but I've accepted it.
Cat McAllister lost the presidential race by 8 votes. He says the close result is raising his suspicions. After the election, he sent 3 emails to the Elections Committee about his concerns. The first involved live polling data.
I saw screenshots and I heard rumors, mainly word of mouth, which makes it very hard to prove that there was live polling information being shared to my opponents.
A student provided ATV with screenshots from a fraternity group chat claiming live polling information was being shared in the Student Advocate VP election. The messages state, "Someone on Colin Hastings' team told me that he had seen the current standings of the election and said they were neck and neck." The other screenshot says, "I have credible sources. My friend heard it from Brandon."
I know only the chair and co-chair had access to the live polling. So no one else on the elections committee had access to that.
I'm standing outside of USUSA offices. We asked Brandon Sorensen, who is the current student body president and elections committee chair, for an interview. He declined, but offered a statement. The statement says, "The chairs have no direct access to see polls on their own, nor the ability to show, copy, or transmit those polls to any others." Max Alder also says he had no knowledge of live polling.
Absolutely not. I didn't hear a word.
McAllister's second concern was about high school students taking concurrent enrollment through USU and voting at Skyview High School. McAllister claims that Max Alder's mother, who teaches at Skyview, had encouraged students to vote. He said during a candidate meeting that took place in January, the election committee clarified that high school students should not vote.
She said, "Can prospective or high school students vote if they have active A numbers?" And Brandon looked at his cohorts that are on the elections committee, and they kind of talked for half a second. They turned back and said, "No."
Danny Packer, a candidate who was in attendance at the meeting, says,
"But can they vote?" The answer was no.
"We spoke to a high school class at Skyview. A statement was given. To protect their identity, we are using an AI-generated voice."
Mrs. Alder entered the classroom and paused the class to tell all of the students that they should vote for her son, Max, who was running for student body president. During this process, she not only told students to vote for Max because he is current vice president and more experienced, but also told everyone to put Cat McAllister last.
Max Alder says,
"I actually don't have any idea whether or not concurrent enrollment students can vote or can't vote. And I also know that my mom is not an instructor of concurrent enrollment classes."
The last complaint McAllister sent was about proxy voting, which is not allowed in the bylaws, but he says that will always stay the same.
The secondary concerns really aren't anything I'm upset about. Proxy voting is going to happen.
Students we talked to say they did see it happening on campus.
Candidates on both sides were doing it. I think even if Cap's campaign team wasn't actively doing that there were other campaign teams that were for him, even again without his express consent.
With all of these concerns raised, the final decision ultimately rests with the Elections Committee. Olivia Hadfield, ATV News.
The Elections Committee emailed McAllister saying it is actively reviewing the situation and will provide updates as more information becomes available. We'll keep you posted.